for the War Games is the TARDIS has materialized in a world of trench warfare, barbed wire, and poison gas. The Western Front, 1917. In the chaos and paranoia of the First World War, the Doctor and his companions are separated from their ship, captured and court-martialed. The death sentence is swiftly pronounced. But all is not as it seems. As the Doctor finds himself increasingly out of his depth and facing impossible odds, the only solution is the truly unthinkable. He must seek help from those he most fears, his own people, the Time Lords. This is a serial that is never dull. It has its slow moments, but they are a necessity for movements of plot and exposition, and even those slow moments are not dull. The rest is all action. There are great scenes of explosions, gunfire, twists, turns, cliffhangers, and great moments of revelation. The story is a great idea about aliens testing humans from different wars to see whom to use for conquering the galaxy. And the different wars used are interesting choices and makes one want to study those wars to see why they are interesting and why they were chosen. They went all out for this one. Costumes, locations, special effects, actors, sets, the fight scenes were all absolutely perfect. The costumes were of the right time period and fit each character. The actors chosen performed beautifully and seemed to be that person and performed each character as if they were real people from history. I'm sure some of them were, but if none of them were, they performed them as if they were real and made you believe they were. The locations they filmed in were beautifully realistic. For the World War I zone, they used a garbage dump area to film in, and it looked like the trenches of World War I. And everything meshed together well, for the areas they filmed in were relatively close to each other, and yet it looked different from each other, that it looked like another time zone. And of course, war would not be complete without the explosions and guns. Bombs were always going off, and the gunfire was everywhere. It kept the audience on their toes and gave a sense of realism in war. The aliens who controlled all this had a distinguished fascism look and sound to them, and had the most 60s psychedelic look to their sets and costumes seen in the 1960s Doctor Who, and yet it fit. The actors who played the aliens did so great and acted so sinister. The Warlord himself was quite cold and always spoke in a low, calm voice as if he had nothing to worry about. The War Chief is a fellow Time Lord who wants power. He is played like a regular villain, but finds the floor is shrinking below him and is trying to get out, but will soon find he can't. This serial is the first time the Time Lords are mentioned by name, and we find out the Doctor's origin. For the first time, the Doctor calls the Time Lords to help him get everyone back to their own time, but he runs because he does not want to be captured. But he and his companions do, and are taken to Gallifrey for trial. However, it is only known as the Doctor's home planet. His planet isn't given a name until sometime during the Third Doctor's tenure. The Doctor tells Jamie and Zoe that he has left the Time Lords and stole the TARDIS because he was bored, and didn't like that the Time Lords were just observing. He wanted to see everything and help people. The trial scene is excellent. The Doctor admits guilt and is proud of it, and gives his defense, telling and showing the evil he has fought. Yes, he affected the time stream by interfering, but he saved countless lives. The saddest part is when Jamie and Zoe leave. They say goodbye to each other after seeing they can't run away and enter another TARDIS to return to their own time. Once they are gone, a Time Lord tells the Doctor that they will be taken back to a point in time before they left with him in the TARDIS, and only remember their first encounter and adventure when they first met him, but will not remember any of the adventures afterwards. No amount of words can describe my anger towards the Time Lords for their disrespect and cruelty towards the Doctor and his friends for doing that. After the Doctor is shown they will be saved, he is told his sentence. Since he likes humans, he is to be exiled to Earth during the 20th century and to regenerate. He is given choices to what he would look like, but he doesn't like them, so they choose for him. And we last see Patrick Troughton as he regenerates and fades to black to end the serial. We do not see his new face until the next serial. This is an epic serial that ends Series 6. For the past 3 years, the second Doctor made us laugh and have a fun time. His companions were great fun, and we all hope the best for them. For now, I don't think a friendship between a companion and the Doctor will be as strong and as fun as it was between the Doctor and Jamie. They had a bond that went beyond friendship and brotherhood, and I don't think anything will match that yet. With all this epicness and emotions, I give this serial 5 stars out of 5. This is the final serial to be filmed in black and white. Series 7 will not only introduce the next Doctor, but it will introduce the series to color. Even though I am sad with the second Doctor leaving, I can't wait to see what the third Doctor has to offer. And I will see you next time when I review the Series 7 premiere of Doctor Who, Spearhead from Space, starring Jon Pertwee as the third Doctor. I'll see you then.